Shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. And salutations to the Akim out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. It's Brother around me here again with another lesson. And I ain't got a title for it yet, but pretty much I'm going into the book of Daniel, the first chapter, man, because the point is that whilst pushing this work spiritually, we have to take care of our physical bodies, man. Now we know that these bodies ain't right. We're susceptible to sicknesses, diseases, and ultimately death. But Brakate Yahweh Hashem Yashai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash, you know, we're here fighting for our salvation. You know, ultimately, if the Lord has made us a part of his elect, so we don't have to face that death. But at the end of the day, brothers, well, on the other hand, brothers will be put to death for the truth, but we will be raised up in the first resurrection. Yaharatazah. But pretty much, man, you know, you gotta be able to take care of your body, man. You know, and we're in November now, heading into December, January. These are the time periods where it's cold outside, people get sick, people pass on their viruses, etc., etc., man. You know, and you gotta know how to take care of your body, you know, at all times, man. You know, and you know, eating right. You know, we live with GMO foods in the mainstream markets, man. You know, by the end of the day, you can buy foods that they claim that aren't GMOs, and bottom line, pray over your food, man. But nonetheless, you gotta try it with your health. And you know, the Lord had it whereby it was recorded in the book of Daniel, the experiment that they done, whereby they took care of their health, and compared to people that ate of the king's portion, and we're gonna get into that, what that means. They fared better at the end of 10 days, man. But we're gonna read it, and Lord's will, it can be a bit of edification. The book of Daniel. I'm going to make this a long video, you know, try and aim around the 15-minute mark, but you know, we'll go according to the spirit. The book of Daniel, chapter 1. In the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah. So like, yeah, I gotta close my window because my window's open. I like to have fresh air flowing in, and probably a cracker outside, man, smoking, and the smoke's coming inside. Yes, I like hear about that, man. I'll spill no smoke in here, man. This is Daniel chapter 1, verse 1. In the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. When you go into that word Babylon, it means confusion, unto Jerusalem, and besieged it. And the Lord Jehovah gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with part of the vessels of the house of the Most High. So, you know, the holy oracles, like the silver cups, the golden plates and whatnot, the menorah, things of that manner, was given into the hand of this Babylonian king, Nebuchadnezzar, okay, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his gods, so these false deities, man, you know. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his god. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favoured and skillful in wisdom, cunning in knowledge and understanding, science, and such had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. So pretty much this Babylonian king wanted people that were intelligent, smart, as they would say in these days, to basically convert their intelligence into his corrupt intelligence, so that they can learn the language of the Chaldeans, which is their language, and learn their custom and their ways. Yeah. Verse 5, and the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat, meaning the king's food. So like I just got a message on my phone every single time I want to do a video. You know, messages or calls pop up. And the king appointed them daily provisions of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank. And that meat is talking about the king's food. Like when you're rich, you eat fat, but you eat well, so to speak. Eat a lot of red meats and so on, which is nothing wrong with that. But most times they ate it in the wrong balance, which ended up making them fare worse off when it came down to their health. And of the wine which he drank. And once again, there's nothing wrong with wine, but they would overindulge, and pretty much it would end up bad for them, man. That at the end of so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end of thereof they might stand before the king. Alright, so imagine they would have been doing this for 3 straight years, man. Now among these were the children of Judah: Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah. Okay, unto whom the princes gave of the eunuchs, the prince of the eunuchs gave names. So he took away their Hebraic names, or the Hebrew names, and gave them Babylonian or pretty much pagan names, man. Unto Daniel he gave the name Belshazzar, and to Hananiah Shadrach, and to Mishael Abednego. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself, man. Alright, and in today's terminology, that's the fast food, that's the, indulging in too much meat. Like I said, the fast foods, drinking large amounts of wine. You can drink wine every single day. It's about the units you consume. If you're drinking too much, then you're going to come off your head, as Benjaminites like to say. Him come out him head. Drink too much wine, come out your head, act all crazy, embarrassment to yourself. Okay, the scripture says wine is a mocker, obviously, when you drink too much. But then internally, what it does to you, man, it can really mess you up, But Daniel purposed in his heart, in verse 8, that he will not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Okay, now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs, and that's the scriptures, man. When a man's going to plead the Lord, he maketh his enemies to be at peace with him, man. And obviously Daniel's ways pleased Yahweh. So therefore he made the eunuchs fall tender for him and love him. I mean, talking no homosexual love. For people gonna say, Daniel was a homosexual. Nah, it means that he basically fell into favor with these eunuchs, man. They liked him. They liked the guy. He was a good chap. No, I'm joking, man. Verse 10, and the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, fear my lord the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall he make me endanger my head to the king. So he's saying, listen, man, like, if that's what the king's appointed, then that's what the king's appointed. You know what I mean? Like, we can't, like, why would you want to look worse, kind of thing? Because that guy was, he didn't know. He was ignorant to the fact that what Daniel would have asked for would have done his body, his inner and outer countenance, much better than what the king had appointed for them to eat over the course or time span of 3 whole years. Then said Daniel, I'm in verse 11 now. Then said, this is Daniel chapter 1 verse 11. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days. So Daniel said, don't even give us a year or 2 years or the whole 3 years that the king's appointed this food for. Just give us 10 days, you know. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. You know, and when you go into that word pulse, it goes back to the word zarai, okay, in the Hebrew. Zarai, which means seed, okay. Like a man, okay, this is the complete opposite, you know, but a man's seed in the Hebrew is called zarai, because you put that in a woman and it grows, it fertilizes, and then over the course of 10 months, according to the Apocrypha, out comes a baby, which is the purpose of sex, by the way, okay, for you know, recreating your offspring. But not only does it mean that, it also means seed as in like seeded things, man, you know, like seeded watermelon, seeded grapes, seeded oranges, you know, seeded apples, these things. It can also, in a general term as well, when people talk about pulse, it can include vegetables as well. But really, it's talking about seed, things that are natural, that have seed in them. You know, these days people talking about, oh, I want to get seedless grapes. Yeah, I've got another message, man. These people, man, always want to message me when I'm doing video. Seedless grapes, seedless watermelon, seedless this, seedless that, artificial this, artificial that. And it's not natural, man. It's not good for you, because that's processed stuff. How can the watermelon grow again if there's no seed in it? How can the grape grow again? It goes for everything, man, you know. So give up nuts as well. Nuts and berries and all these different things comes under the pulses, man, okay. And Daniel said, give us pulse to eat and water to drink, man. You can drink other drinks, but the main thing you should be consuming, in the sense of liquids, should be water, man, you know. I was gonna get, I can't be bothered, I'd leave it, man. But make sure the pH is above 7, preferably, because then it's alkaline, man. I got a water, they don't sell it up here in the Midlands, but when I'm back in London, there's a certain water I get, the pH is 8.2, and that's probably one of the highest that they do in the UK anyway, you know, because you want to be alkalinized in your body, man. And as Apostle Tahar said, when you research it, your body should be like 70% alkaline, 30% acid, man. So your main intake, because your body, the majority of your body is like 70% of your body's water. So therefore, if you're drinking that, you need to make sure that you're alkalinizing yourself, man. You know. So Daniel asked for the pulse, the zarai, and the mayam, which in Hebrew, zarai is pulse or seed, okay, and mayam is water. Hence, where you get the word shamayim, means the heavens or the waters. All right, but water by itself is mayam. Okay. Then let our counsel, after 10 days, then let our countenance be looked upon before thee. And the countenance of the children that eat the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with my servants. So Daniel was so, you know, if it was in this day and age, some people would have said Daniel was so cocksure, man. You know, he's so assured in himself that, you know, like, he gonna come out looking better. And he was right, man. You know. So he considered them in this matter and proved them 10 days. And at the end of 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter. Now, people like to say the word fair means light skin, man. Nah, man. Okay, that words change over. The true meaning of words don't change, but over time their use and understanding changes, which then leads people to think that the word means something else, which it doesn't. Okay. And in colloquial terms, it becomes to mean something else, but the real meaning of the word doesn't change, man. Okay, people say fair means light skin. It doesn't mean light skin. Fair means beautiful, man. Like if you see a fair woman, people that say, yeah, man, that's Benjamin. yeah, man, my red bone. Yeah, man, me light skin girl them. No, man. Fair means I like them fair gal. Me don't want no dark skin, me want them fair gal. No, man. Fair means beautiful. Like comely means beautiful. Okay. So if you're fair, if you look upon some, like, a man ain't gonna say it to a man. So if you look upon a woman and say, damn, she fair, meaning like she beautiful, man. Okay. Okay. Mainly talking about the skin, but in general it means they're beautiful, man. You know. And at the end, verse 15, Daniel chapter 1, verse 15, at the end of 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh, man. When you eat pulses, your skin is naturally meant to be fat, man. Like, you've got between your flesh and your different layers of skin, I believe there's like 5 layers. Then under that, you got fat. That constitutes for the makeup or the build-up of your skin. Your skin's meant to be fat. Okay? Like, you look upon a guy, man, and, well, you're not meant to look upon guys, but let's just say, if you take take Daniel then, okay, and you analyze this guy, not for sexual or perverse whatever, but you look at him and say, alright, this brother got fair skin, and this brother got fat, like he well put together, man. Okay, it's why? Because he's 10 out of 10 he eating right, man. Of course, along with the mercies and blessings of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rakakadash, the brother's eating right, man. You know, and Daniel and along with Azariah and what's the other brother's name? Hananiah. That shows you that the church is off, man. When they taught us this story in church, they always told us to remember the Babylonian names, but never the Hebraic names. Hananiah, who's that? It's Abednego. No, I'm joking, man. But look, yeah, man, they had fair skin, so they had good looking skin, nice looking skin, and the skin was fat, man. Okay, meaning that the skin was healthy, you know, and that's because they stuck to what? They stuck to eating pulses and water, man. Things that had seed in them, so naturally grown things are the ground and water. And in 10 days, man, and brothers be talking about, oh yeah, man, but it's gonna take a long time. No, it don't take a long time, man. Give it a period of 10 days, you will see differences. You might not be at where you want to be, but you'll see differences, man. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse. Okay, as for these 4 children, the Most High gave them knowledge and skill in learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. You can go on the chapters good, but it goes into something else. Yeah, about visions of King Melchizedek, Salakia, Nebuchadnezzar. I said Melchizedek because earlier I was watching a video that Apostle Kahar put up about Melchizedek and Yahushai. But Salakia, Daniel broke down the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar, not Melchizedek, King Nebuchadnezzar. Melchizedek was a righteous king of righteousness. That's the name. Malak in the Hebrew, Lashon Kodash, Malak Tazadak, yeah. Or Malak Tazadak. King Malak Tazadak righteousness, king of righteousness, which was Yahushai, by the way. But that same spirit. But yeah, Daniel went on to interpret the dreams of King Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, but the point is, man, if you eat good, it's gonna show. And along with prayer and whatever, asking for what you want the Lord to grant you with, eating good helps your mind, man. Brothers be talking about, oh, I can't remember precepts, I can't read loud, you know, I can't yeah, because you're not feeding your brain the right things that boosts it, man. The Lord gave us these things for a reason. Now I know we're in Babylon, I know we're in hell, we're not on the side Slovakia where we have access to all of the foods that are good, as in non-GMOs sometimes, but shit, man, do what you can, man. You know, but the point is, man, if you eat the right foods, you're gonna fare better, man. So I've got the point across. With that, I'll give all praise to the Most High. double honor to the apostles and those that taught us this truth. And shalom to you, Saint Akim.